Hi guys, welcome to Asmi's Art by Asmita. Today I want to show you how I flood coat my coasters. What I have done is these are, and I would quickly show you one of this, which is this. So why I have kept this is, look at this. Do you see the spot here? And then one here. So these are called the bubbles, which are sometimes deep holes on the surface. It's not going till the color, but it's somewhere in between. So either my resin didn't stick to the surface properly, or it's some bubble which was not blown away by the heat. So for this, we just take I am taking 150. It's a sandpaper which can be found at any local store. I bought this pack for about $4 and some cents from the Walmart. So this place here, which I see as a defect, I would just sand this a little hard till the time I really see where the problem was. Now can you see here? So what I'm doing is I am the next time when I'm doing my resin coat, the flood coat, it does stick to that place properly. Okay, so I have sanded all the spots which I saw had little bit of defect. Now I'm sanding whole of the surface. And the sides. And now I'll go ahead with my alcohol wipes and clean this. I always make sure I'm wearing my gloves when I'm doing resin, because it's a very, as you can see, all the sanding that we did has been wiped. Now I'll go ahead on my next tile, which has been already sanded, and I am just cleaning once again with my alcohol. All my art which is for sale is on my Instagram, which is with the same name, Asmi's Art. So if you are interested in buying or just having a look at all my ready pieces, you can follow me there and you can have a look. And if you would like to purchase anything, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can comment on the video so that I can get back to you. Okay, so this was the sanding part. Let's just make sure that our work surface is covered and is leveled. Why? Because when we are putting resin, we won't be able to lift it up very quickly. So it's an important thing that all the arrangements are made before we start mixing our resin. I use Promarine and I am just setting up my cup. I will have to change the focus a little bit so that you guys know what I am doing now. So this is my small kitchen scale. This is the resin that I use. It's the Promarine. So it's a 2-part resin, and it has to be always mixed 1:1 ratio. For this, what I do is I know that I will be mixing almost 20 grams of resin for my 4 coasters. So I am doing 2 sets, so I'll be mixing 40 grams, so 20 part A and 20 part B. So this is exactly 21 grams. Let me grab another cup. Okay. So this is my 22 grams now. Okay, so without the stick, 21 grams. Similarly, I put another cup here. There is no residue in your cup, and I am just, now this is part B, again the same quantity. Guys, I do eyeball my acrylic pours medium, but I never take a chance with resin. So now I have 21 grams in each cup, as you can see. I have put my heat gun on. What I'm going to do now, so this is an important step, that before we mix it, everything should be ready. Your heat gun, your torch, whatever you are going to use, and alcohol wipes, and everything should be far away from your heat gun. So I am just putting aside all the things that I do not need now. Therefore, let me just shift the focus a little bit. So this is my part A. What I am going to do is I am going to put all of my part A in a bigger cup. Make sure, since we have weighed this, need to put all the resin in the cup, otherwise we might disturb the measurements. As you can see, my cup is completely empty. Now I put my part B. As you can see, there are a lot of bubbles already in there. Part A is the epoxy and part B is the hardener. Promarine, they claim, is VOC free, but when I am using any pigments with it, when I know I am going to use the heat, I wear a mask which I got from Lowe's. So now I am clock on and I'll be mixing this for almost 3 minutes. Now what is important is you see that I am trying that I do not lift my up, otherwise it will let more air go inside the cup. So I am scraping the sides and I am scraping the bottom, but I am not taking the stick out. This way it ensures that we are not putting too much air into the mixture. I have also heard some of the artists who use resin, they put their resin first in warm water before mixing. So that way they say that it helps in get the air bubbles, but I do it like this and I am perfectly fine this way. I think I need to grab my cup in my hand and then mix. It's already 2 minutes. I can now see that my resin is almost done. I'm keeping it far away from my mouth that I do not inhale anything straight away. I have my doors and windows open, my AC shut down, my fans shut down. So now I see that this is perfectly mixed. I will now go ahead and start putting the resin on my coasters. And this is called the flood coat. With my stick only, I am putting the resin on it. This is almost the third layer that is going on these coasters. because in the previous layer I found some bubbles, and I just do not want to sell my pieces like that. What I'm going to do now is I am spreading the resin with my gloved finger to make sure that all the sides are covered properly. I'm putting this one down, taking another one, and just massaging it with the resin. Believe me, we do not need any fancy gadgets for this step. You can use your spatula, you can use the hair comb, whatever is available. Just make sure that you do not use it later for anything else. Just wipe once you're done, and you are good to use it next time as well. For this sheet which you see, I have been using for about 3-4 times. This is just table cover which we find at the supermarket, and I use these table covers 3-4 times for my pours and then my resin. And once I'm done, I try alcohol wipe and then I reuse it. This way we cut down on the waste. So whatever extra resin is there on the coaster, I am putting on the one which I haven't touched. Okay, carefully I'm putting these aside one by one. Now I know that my fourth coaster has too much of resin on it, so I will go on the other set and I will just put all the extra resin on that. If you have seen my previous videos, I try to save my colors as well from the pours. I just dip some small canvases or plain artist papers in those drips, which I later use for my jewelry or making some bookmarks and tags, which is a great way to save what you are using. Now I'm doing on the other set because I had way too much on the fourth one. Extra resin from my blue coaster was enough to fifth one. So I have only 2 left, so I will quickly do that also. I was thinking I'll make a video only for the blue ones, but let me just do it right now because otherwise I think I will not be able to make another video for just these ones. As you can see, the side which is sanded is looking really bad, but now as we put the resin on top, it is back to its glory, all shiny and glam. Just make sure you run your finger through the sides. We will be using our heat gun once we are happy with the resin being on all the sides. Also put painter's tape under the coaster. Right now if you see, there is nothing underneath, so with experience I have learned that I can save the bottom of this tile without making it messy. I'll quickly try flip it over to show you how this looks at the moment without the tape. Okay, let's flip over. Okay, so yeah, that was quite fun. So okay, now I will wipe my hands with a paper towel, and then I will wipe my hands with my alcohol wipe, which I put a little farther than my tiles and my heat gun. Guys, I have used only 40 grams resin. I rather mixed 40 grams and I still have half of my cup left. I have used only 20 grams. That means 10 parts A. 10 grams part A and 10 grams part B. Now please excuse me because I'm going to switch on my heat gun. Once more, I am going over the tile so that are left this time. So now I will have a look at my coasters from all the sides, if there is any place where I see any of the bubbles or the empty parts. I will also just run my finger through all the sides to wipe the extra resin that's flowing for that here, and I am just putting that resin back in there. So I will be leaving these coasters covered for almost 12 hours, and then I will see if they have any defects or I need to put another coat or I need to sand the sides. So this is all about how we flood coat or we top coat with resin. Similar way you can finish your paintings as well. Resin does impact the canvases, so for canvases I think I will have to make another video. For that you will have to see how I prepare the back of the canvas. if I want to put resin there. I see some bubbles in this one, so I again with my heat gun Alright guys, if you like my channel, if you find that I am able to guide you properly through the process, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that next time when I'm doing any videos, you are notified. If you would like to purchase any of my follow me on Instagram with the same name, Asmi's Art. I also have a Facebook page which I'm not really active on, so whatever I post on my Instagram straight away goes on that. It's again with the same name, Asmi's Art by Asmita. It's Asmita7071 on Facebook. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will get back to all the comments. And take care till next time. Bye bye.